Hey everyone, it is a very late Monday night, and if I got the chance to come on here and pay my respects and pay a good homage to an old buddy of mine from Detroit who I found out died this past Saturday after a long bout with throat cancer. His name was Tony Romeo. He was very well known within the Detroit music scene. He was the bass player for the iconic Detroit bass group, the Trash Brats, which were a glam punk band borrowing from the styles of the New York Dolls, Hanoi Rocks, and the goth group Specimen. And their music was something in the vein of The Offspring meets Simple Plan meets Nirvana. They had a lot of serious topics in their songs. One song, Some Days Too Late, is about someone coping with a friend's death. Smut dealt with censorship. Outside Looking In is about people who wishes they were in the right spot instead of being outside looking in. How many of us have been through that scenario time and again? The first time I saw the Trash Brats was at St. Andrew's Hall. It was my very first time there. They were playing a show. It was a free show, to be exact. Them and a couple other local punk groups. Almighty Lumberjacks of Death being one of them. 3 fights broke out during that whole show. Now the following night, I decided to go back again to see another concert. Afterwards, I went downstairs to a club called The Shelter, located right underneath St. Andrews. And there was Tony, the bass player. I asked if he was okay from that gig before. He said he was. We talked about what happened, how those fights started. He introduced himself to me. Hey, my name is Tony. Hey, my name is Earl. And I started seeing the Trash Brats play a lot more shows. Usually around that time, they were playing just St. Andrew's Hall, The Shelter, and a couple other gigs. As the years went by, they eventually grew into playing places like the Ritz in Roseville, New York, in Warren, Harpo's Concert Theater, and Blondie's, both in Detroit. And guaranteed, a Trash Brats live show is an experience like you've never seen or heard before. In fact, I think the guitar player's old girlfriend, I forgot her name unfortunately, we became friends. I also got to be friends with the rest of the band as well. Ricky, their guitar player, Brian, their singer, and around that time they had a drummer named Jimmy who went on to go be a part of the group Sponge for a brief while there. Now, a few years ago when I moved to Texas, I saw photos on Facebook of a reunion show that they did at Paycheck's Lounge in Hamtramck, another one of their frequent places that they played a lot. Wish I could have been there to see them live and say hi to them again. In fact, I remember one Paycheck's show they did at that venue. things got way so out of control that the cops had to be called in to settle down the crowd, because everyone started slam dancing, moshing, you name it. And the owners of that venue didn't know what to do, so they called the cops. Good times were had at those shows, most definitely. To hear this is a very sad moment in Detroit music history. He found me on Facebook years back when I was still in Texas, added me as a friend. We often DM'd each other time to time again, how things are going between where I'm living and where he's living. Now, I did not know that he was going through throat cancer, to be exact. He was kind of private about whichever personal situation he was dealing with. It's from a mutual friend that I found out the true cause of his death. Indeed, he will be very, very missed. Tony, I just want to say thank you for all you have done for the Detroit music scene, for helping with all the good chaos that went on throughout those Trash Brats shows. And when I mean good chaos, I meant, yeah, it was chaotic, whichever was happening at that moment, but you know what? It was outright fun, without any doubt. You will be missed, Tony. And it's not me just saying these words. Everybody back in D-Town are saying them as well. My condolences, prayers, thoughts, and support go to your friends, your family, and to your old bandmates. Brian, Ricky, Craig, TT, and Jimmy. You will not be forgotten, Tony Romeo. Thank you for everything you've done for the Detroit music scene. Thank you. You will be missed. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and notification bell. Take care, everybody.